Hi, this is PA Camping Dad, Doogie, giving you an unboxing and review of my new hammock. No blades. I ordered a Envy from Hammock. I will use a blade very carefully. Envy is their model that has a removable bug net and or top cover. So you can either, I will probably just travel with one or the other. So this is everything. Probably will make another stuff sack that's smaller because I probably will not travel with both. I ordered this model with no suspension. Just came with continuous loops on the ends. You can see one end is out there. It comes in a double-ended stuff sack, and there's their Hammock logo. I also ordered some Kevlar tree strap to make a set of lightweight tree huggers. Looks like my dog's going to join me. And I got this a single layer in the argon, the 1.6 argon fabric. So I will go off into the woods and hang it up, and I'll bring you with me. Well, here's my new Hammock Envy setup. This is as I just took it out, strung it up, didn't even undo the little tie outs yet. I haven't even looked at them. They just give you elastic, it's like 30 seconds tie out. If you want to pull out, just stake out the hammock. I think they said these are long enough that you can go ahead and put them to your tarp corners. I don't know, I've never had a hammock that I staked out before, so figured I'd hold off. I did sit in it once already. I do like this fabric. Previous hammocks that I've had are just a ripstop nylon. I think that was a 1.6 11 footer. I made, that was a DIY one that I made. I also have some of Dutch's 1.2 and 1.4 poly. Now that's the stuff that's a little staticky. It's nice though. Sewing it was a bit of a pain, but I found I had an old anti-static gun from vinyl record days, and that worked pretty well to tame it on the sewing machine. But this fabric is really nice. It's a 1.6. This is his argon. So I had the Mex make this to my specifications. They said their standard was to have the feet on the same side as the entry. I wanted my shoulder on the entry side so that I could maybe one of these days have some breakfast from the hammock. I wanted to be able to grab things and use my right arm more easily. It's the first time I've had a hammock with a top cover. Should be able to just put it over the ridge line to kind of keep it out of the way. They do give you a storage sack for it, and I'll go ahead and give that a shot. Take off the top and put on the the mosquito netting. It's chilly out now. The bugs really aren't out yet, so I don't know. I'll probably try it tonight. I do need to rig up some triangle thingies for my underquilt. But just first test without staking it out or anything, it's very comfortable. I like the fabric a lot. This is the Argon 1.6. And I think they call this a hunter green with a black top. 11 foot. I'm not particularly tall, but I find the 11 foot is a lot nicer lay, I feel. You can have either the zipper terminating at the top or the side. I went with his suggestion of doing the side. He said the top primarily you could unzip it and then get to both sides easily to adjust your underquilt. I've rarely had to adjust my underquilt once I get it dialed in, so I didn't think that was going to be an issue. And I'd rather be able to get out to water the plants at night. But let's give a shot at switching the top cover off. Probably. So I wanted to show you that I had that unzipped really far. Probably would not have it that far when I'm getting in, but you saw I could reach it okay. Up here I unzipped this just as far as I could easily reach. I could go up to about there easily, and I'm 5'9". So the zippers come together and they have a little, about a 5-inch section where they overlap. I think going around this corner would be a little easier if you had it staked out. And then the zippers operate very easily, you know, if you just, I noticed if I pull it up, it travels up very easily. I think probably that's what I did before, to have it up so high. Sat up and then zipped it. So I'll have to remember when I sit down to pull it down a little bit so I'm not twisting myself quite so much to grab it. So let's give a shot at switching the top cover. So I will show you. Let's see, it came with a double-ended stuff sack, and inside it was obviously the hammock, but it also had inside it, this should be the bug net. Again, in the pouch, very generous spacing on that pouch. I will probably make my own little stuff sack for it because I want something that's a little tighter pack. So to remove it, follow the zipper all the way around, and it's just like a coat at the other side, where one side should come out of the zipper. Let's bring the other zipper around. Yep. Okay, so when you're done, one zipper stays on your cover and one zipper stays on the hammock. And as I mentioned, he had a stuff sack. Lark's headed on in here. I think I'll remove this. So I want to get weights of each piece individually. Now I believe the top cover is 1.1 nylon, not the argon. I'm not positive, but I believe that's true. So let's stuff the top cover away. And as you can see, there's a lot of, it's not very tightly packed in there at all. So I'm just going to hang this here. And this is my first time taking the bug net out. So but I really like the fabric. It's got just the right amount of stretch, if there's any. A very firm feel, very comfortable. Looking forward to sleeping with it. So let me see if I can show some how the zippers work and stuff. So this is how the zippers work. You see there's a section here where they overlap. So that's how the seal, if you stop anywhere in there, it's fully sealed. And you obviously have the pulls on the inside too. So that's that side. And I'll bring you over to the other side to show you how it comes on and off. So here's the back side of the hammock. As the zippers come around. They come down, and then each side comes out like that. Pull this one around. As you see here, I already have the one side out, and there it just comes off. And to put it on, it was really very simple. I just did it first time before. Get one side or the other, feed it on, start your zipper, just like a jacket. Make sure it's all the way seated. Of course, now I'm having helps if the light was a little better. Just start it, and then the other side, get your slider all the way down, and then it's just to flex that out, clip it in there, and there you go. That's all there is to it. Very easy to switch. I don't think I would carry both unless I'm car camping, but it's nice. Now the NVS, his new model, has just one cover that has a large window that you can open. They call it a peekaboo cover. That's his term for it. But that gives you the ability to switch. You really have both. Well, here I am out in my testing facility, my backyard, with the Hammock Envy. Got the bug net on, so it really just looks like a hammock netty right now with a removable net. So I just got this a few days ago. Still trying to figure out how to use it, how I'm going to use it. Made some modifications to it. I added a set of triangle thingies, which I haven't hooked up yet. I'll try that in a minute. Added a ridgeline organizer of my own. Put in a peak bag that 2QZQ donated to a raffle that I won. And hooked up got some Kevlar hammock straps thrown in my order, just Kevlar webbing, and I made the straps, and I have a set of whoopies with whoopee hooks that I set up. So I think this is going to be my setup for most of the summer. I'm really pleased with how comfortable it is. So far I've only had myself DIY hammocks, which were plenty comfortable, but I don't know. I don't know whether it's the fabric or something with their design, but so far I've set it up 3 different times, actually in 3 different locations, and I've never had any calf ridge at all. Now this setup that I have is custom for me. Dave said that most people, they have the entry and the foot box on the same side, but I wanted to have, I'm a left lay normally. I like my feet on the left, which from what he says is unusual, and I wanted to be able to have my right hand out so that I could grab things easily and maybe have breakfast from the hammock sometime, although I don't do that often. Inside. Alright. Inside with me. I think that I'm only going to stake out the head side of the hammock. I've never had a problem with the other side. I'll have my feet out there holding it out, and I don't see the reason to put a stake there and stake it out. But I did notice that it was kind of nice to keep the bug net off my head. If I didn't stake the head end out, it kind of flopped in my face a little bit, unless I crossed my arms above my head. So I staked that out. So far I've just always found a broken stick on the ground and jammed it in, since actually I haven't rigged this up with a tarp yet. Nice clear weather for the last 3 days here. Anyway, so this is a peak bag from 2QZQ. I think it'll be nice for if I want to throw a spare shirt or socks, a couple things in there. We'll see how much I use it. I do like I can reach it, I can get to it. So we'll see how that works. I think now I'll put on the underquilt on my new triangle thingies and see how that hangs. Got my underquilt on with my triangle thingies, and I made one adjustment. Yeah, that looks about perfect. This side was always good. Plenty of coverage there. And I'm down past my feet. If I can see that. The left side was a little low originally. It was not quite covering my shoulder. But just loosened to one side of my underquilt suspension and tightened it up. on the top, and looks like it's in good shape. Now I gotta do the same thing with my 3/4 length quilt, get it adjusted for the Hammock. I think I'm really gonna like this. It is definitely, you definitely feel the extra heat of the bug net on, but you don't feel the bugs. So I think at scout camp this summer it's gonna be nice. Anyway, get out there and have fun.